This is Fox 9 News at 6.
No matter what age and however they're trying to say that he was manipulated, there's no way that you should be able to walk out of jail in, 4, 5 years, 6 years after you took somebody's life.
Today, the triggerman in the murder of Zaria McKeever is sentenced to nearly 11 years for the crime. Foday Kamara was 15 at the time. He and his brother broke into McKeever's Brooklyn Park apartment and shot her. This case was the center of controversy after the Hennepin County attorney offered Kamara a plea deal that would have given him less than 2 years.
That changed when the state attorney general's office took over this case. Fox 9's Karen Scullen with what happened in court today.
Foday Kamara was sentenced to about 11 years for the 2022 killing of Zaria McKeever. He'll serve the first 6 months at the Juvenile Corrections Facility in Red Wing and then transfer to Lino Lakes for the remainder. He'll receive youth offender treatment at both locations. In court today, McKeever's sister said it was not enough.
You asked the defendant what time did he get the gun, and he said it was hours before he took my sister's life. So he had choices, and he chose to be a natural-born killer. Then he went to sleep right after killing someone.
The sentence is the result of an agreement between the Attorney General's office and Kamara's public defender, more than the 2 or so years that was originally suggested by the Hennepin County attorney before the AG took over. Kamara was certified as an adult, but was ultimately given a lighter sentence due to his age at the time. He was 15, and the fact that he was lacking guidance. But family says no one should have to sacrifice because of that.
We keep making excuses on why they did what they did. There is no excuse for stalking. There's laws against that. There's no excuse for breaking and entering. There's laws against that. There's no excuse for assault. You can't walk around and hit somebody. There's laws for that. You can't tell me that this 15-year-old doesn't know any of these laws.
While Zaria's parents say they cannot hold on to hate, it's clear much of the family isn't there yet, especially because it's likely Foday Kamara will be released when he is 23 years old, his life just beginning, the same age Zaria was when her life ended.
And I know Lord tells me not to have hate in my heart, to forgive, but never forget. But this is not something that I can forgive or forget, because every day this is like a cycle repeating itself over and over again, that I have to see my niece getting executed every day.
Foday Kamara's older brother, John, who was with Foday when he pulled the trigger, is due to be released from the Juvenile Correctional Facility right around November, serving about 2 years. That was part of a plea deal set up by Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty before the Attorney General's office stepped in and took over the case. In Minneapolis, Karen Scullen, Fox 9.
Kamara's defense attorney said today, Foday is a bright and thoughtful young man. He's had a very difficult life, and the unfathomable things that have happened to him will not deter him from being well going forward. The attorney goes on to say he has sincere remorse for what he's done and the pain he's caused the McKeever family.